Oh man, why do people still keep falling for the fake storage capacity scam in current year? I mean, this is one of the oldest tricks in the book that you usually only see on shady Chinese electronic sites, but now this listing on Walmart.com, the cornerstone of American culture, has been making headlines because I guess there's some people out here thinking that Walmart, of all places, would be selling 30 terabyte external solid state drives for less than $40. I mean, man, they talk about unbeatable prices. This is really unbeatable. But yeah, obviously, this thing is fake. This listing is fake. Well, the listing technically isn't fake. I mean, the listing actually was on Walmart.com, but this product is fake. It doesn't store anywhere near 30 terabytes. And it isn't even a solid state drive. In fact, if you bought this, you would have been very lucky if you got something that actually was a drive, if you got something that actually was able to function as digital storage, because a lot of the people that purchased this, they just ended up getting hunks of plastic with no flash storage actually inside of them. And that's confirmed if we were to look at the reviews of this product. Now, there are 11 five-star ratings for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe it's the scammers that are selling this, leaving fake reviews on their fake product. Because if we were to look more closely at the shipping details, we see that it is sold and shipped by Joy by Express. So even though it's listed on Walmart.com, it's technically not sold by Walmart.com. Walmart is just acting as some kind of a middleman here, collecting some percentage off of the sales of fake goods that Joybuy or XGeek, not even sure who the manufacturer of this really is supposed to be, is selling. But anyway, if we look at the reviews, if we look at the comments that are all yelling at you in all caps, do not buy this, it's a scam, buyer beware. Yeah, that's a pretty good indicator that this is, a scam, along with the fact that 30 terabyte solid state drives are certainly not going to be $38. In fact, I don't think you're going to find any consumer electronics stores or computer parts stores selling drives of any kind larger than 20 terabytes, and solid state drives, you're probably not going to find them larger than 8 terabytes. This is pretty much the cutting edge for storage density in consumer hardware right now. And of course, this technology does not cost anywhere near $40, okay? You're going to be paying hundreds of dollars if you want to get this kind of storage capacity. So if someone like you or me sees a 30 terabyte external drive that could fit into the palm of your hand, we know right away that this is either fake or the person selling this is a time traveler who's taking a drive from 100 years in the future that would be very cheap and I guess going back in the past to sell it for a profit. But I think the reason why so many people were getting tricked by this fake solid state drive is because it was listed on Walmart.com. Sure, it's not technically sold by Walmart, but this fine print down here, nobody is going to read this, okay? This is not something that your average Walmart shopper would notice. Walmart shoppers are a special breed of people that can't be expected to know that a 30 terabyte external solid state drive or any kind of solid state drive or hell, any kind of drive in current year is a scam. No, the people of Walmart, they are a simple people who need to be protected. Every last one of them is an American treasure. And Walmart should know this. They are in charge of maintaining the Walmartarian habitat with their everyday unbeatable low prices. That's what makes the ecosystem possible. That's what allows the Walmartians to thrive. But this hard drive in the Walmart ecosystem, it's a serious problem. It's like introducing a tiger or an alligator into the panda exhibit. Of course, the Walmartians are going to buy the 30 terabyte external solid state drive for $38.99. Do you know how many WWE pay-per-views you could fit on this thing? So yeah, it's pretty insane. seeing something like this on Walmart.com. It's the kind of thing that I would expect to see on Wish or AliExpress. You know, like those are the kinds of places I would expect to see this sort of drive. Not to say that everything on AliExpress is terrible. There are some good things there, but you gotta be careful, right? You gotta be a little bit smarter than your average Walmartian and know that 30 terabyte external drives are not a thing. But I think that we can take this Walmart listing as another example of the decline of Walmart over the years. Now, this fake hard drive scam, fake SSD scam, fake flash drive scam is not a new one. I've been seeing these scams go on for at least a decade, and so I can tell you that the only thing that changes with this scam is the capacities, and I guess it being on Walmart. I've seen it on Amazon before. I don't really shop on Walmart a lot, so maybe that's why I haven't seen it on Walmart before. So not saying that this is even the first time it's been here. This is just the first time that I guess it's been like a big deal. But the thing that makes this scam so prevalent and what really trips people up with the fake drives is that when you plug them into your computer, it's actually going to pop up and say that it is a 30 terabyte volume because the scammers use modified firmware inside of this solid state drive that's going to tell Windows or whatever operating system you're running that the drive is bigger than it actually is. But if you were to try to write data to it, nowhere near 30 terabytes is going to fit on this drive. Instead, what happens is the drive will let you write a few gigabytes or however much the true capacity of the drive is. It'll let you write that. And then when you go to add more data to the drive, the old data is going to be overwritten by the new data. So imagine that you bought this drive to back up your computer before resetting it or doing something that may cause you to lose data, right? But you think it's safe because you backed it up. And when you go to transfer your data back, you realize that you only have the last 4 gigabytes or however much that you wrote to this drive. Because in reality, that's all it really holds. The modified firmware, it even preserves the directory structure of data that's copied over. So it's not enough to just see that the folders are there. You have to actually open them up and see if there's actually files in there or if they've been overwritten. And speaking of opening folders up, if you actually bought one of these drives from Walmart and opened it up, you would see a PCB inside that looks like it's been bukkakied with hot glue, and beneath the goo globs are 2 micro SD cards inserted into the PCB, which reveals what this thing really is. It's really just a cheap micro SD to USB-C adapter, except these micro SD cards are glued in, so you can't even use your own micro SD cards with it. You just have to use these super cheap Chinesium ones. But then again, why would you even want to do that with this crappy micro SD controller? There's much better ones out there. So the maximum possible capacity that you would get in something like this would be 2 terabytes. Much smaller than the advertised 30. But let's be real, you're not going to get, these are not 2 terabyte drives. You would probably be lucky if these are 128 or even 64 gigabyte drives. And in addition to the storage capacity being smaller, the drives are also going to be way slower than a solid state drive and even slower than most mechanical hard drives because, again, they're micro SD cards. So yeah, you're going to feel really ripped off if you buy this. Now, Walmart has since pulled this product listing, but the fact that this even made it to Walmart in the first place tells me that there is a serious problem with Walmart. Their quality control must have seriously gone down to allow things like this on the site because anyone with basic electronics knowledge can just look at this and tell that it's a scam. I guess that's too difficult for Walmart's quality control though. So keep an eye out for things like this. If the price of something is really, really low like this, you're gonna get what you pay for, even at Walmart.